Hi everyone, and welcome back to our series on making this Battletop toy in the SkillsUSA technical drafting practice project from, it looks like the University or Ohio University, which is pretty cool. Anyway, what we've done so far is we've made the housing, we've made the cone, we've made the ratchet. We have also made the spin pin, but that's not part of what we're doing today. We're making the top assembly. So we have these three parts. And if you're super tired from the last video where we made the ratchet, which I looked at, it was an hour and a half. I didn't realize it took that long when I was filming it. This one's going to be much more relaxed, much quicker. All we're doing is we're making an assembly file of the three objects we already made, and then we're going to put it into a sheet just like this one. So let's get to it. If we're on the home screen of Onshape, make sure you're clicking on your Battletop toy file. Everything's in here. Then we're in top, you might be in the top parts folder, because remember last time we made these two folders. To make things a bit more organized, I'm going to open top parts. And here I'll click on plus, click on create assembly. So here, we're going to insert these three objects. That's it. So click on insert. I want the cone, I want the housing, and I want the ratchet. So I clicked on insert and then I clicked on these three. And then the check mark. So what we do from here is simply just move things where we want them. And if you are familiar with Inventor at all, you do have constraints that will lock certain pieces into place. Cool. Let's orient these correctly. So I can click on the object, and then we have arrows that can move up and down, left and right if we wanted to. So up and down. We do have these angles as well, like this one at the top is going to flip this around. We want a full 180-degree turn, so let's type in 180. Flips it all the way around. It looks like we want to do it with this one as well. So I'm going to click escape, or I'll click out of there, then just click on the ratchet and rotate 180. So I typed in 180. Good, and the housing would be good. It's good. So I'm going to click out of there. They're all oriented correctly now. Before I do anything further, what I should have done is probably rename these because they don't look very. I mean, part one, let's rename that. It looks like this one's the cone. So right click, rename. Can I rename it? Properties. If not, I'll just very simply go into the actual file. Here we go. This should be cone. Oh, I'm in caps lock. That should be cone. Apply. Just want to make sure it works. Yep, save or close. Good. That's going to make things easier. Right click, property. I lost it. Oh, click out of there. Then right click, properties, change that to ratchet. I should have done that before. Apply or save. That's perfect. Good. Are there any other properties? Want to make sure. So I'm clicking away rather. I keep wanting to click escape, but that's not really doing anything for me. We can actually put in some information right in the properties. You can do this in Inventor as well. So we have, what are we working with? The cone. We can put in all this information here. And then we're going to be able to auto-generate a table, this kind of table right here. So this is item, what do we have? Well, we have the name, title. The part number is this right here. So cone is this one. So I'm just copying and pasting here. Do we have anything else? Maybe that's not right. The product. We're gonna have to see. We have to see what shows up. Maybe under title I can put cone. We'll see what happens when when we actually make the table. So I'll click save, but it's good to know for now. So I did that with the cone. I'm going to click away. I'll do this with the housing as well. Properties, here's housing. Part number is right here. Copy and paste. Control C, Control V. I don't know about the rest of them just yet. I'm just going to click save. And we'll see. And then the same thing for the ratchet. Nope, that was a bad idea. How do I get out of there? I think if I just click on assembly here. While we're here, though, right click, rename it to top exploded assembly. As you can see, what we have is an exploded assembly. So the top isn't together here. It's not put together. It has been exploded into each part lined up. So that's why I'm naming this exploded assembly. Okay. And now we need to apply some constraints that will keep these things lined up. Like this is now free floating. We don't really want that. We want everything in line. So for one thing, I mean, everything is kind of free floating. We need to fix one, lock it down. I think I'm going to lock down the cone. So all I need to do is click on it, right click, and look for the word fix, and that will lock it. Cannot move it at all. I'm trying to drag it, can't do it. Now we can use other constraints. This takes a little bit of getting used to because these are a little bit different from what you may have used in Inventor. Slider is kind of, well, we have different kind of mate constraints, which in Inventor is all one constraint. It's just the mate constraint, and then it can figure out what kind of mate you want. Here you have different ones. The slider constraint is the one where you get an axis on each part aligned on each other. You can even read that on here. The parts can translate along the axis only. So you click on that one. Looks like you change them here as well. But I want this axis, the axis of any of these circles really, because it's that central axis that's really going to be going up through this circle. So any one of these circles will do. And similar, I'm going to do this with the ratchet, but the center of really any of these circles. I will click on that one, and now it's locked in. I'm going to click on solve just to make sure it's, I found that earlier before I started this video that if you click solve, if there's any problems, it tries to deal with those, but I don't think there are any problems. You click OK, and now we can click on the part. Oh, nope, click on the X. Click out of there. Now you have the constraint, and you drag it up and down. Can't go left and right, but here you go. Perfect. Okay, what else do we have? Well, that's going to come out. The other one, though, is this housing. So we need basically the same thing. Slider mate, I want the central axis of any of these circles. Click on any one you like. Any of the circles on this ratchet, and it locks in. I'll click solve just to be sure. And now I can drag that up. So that's your exploded assembly, very simple. Let's take it one step further though, because looking ahead, you are going to need an actual assembly, not an exploded one. So let's make one more. Let's make a duplicate of this so you don't have to reinsert and reconstrain everything. Click duplicate. Move so you see top exploded assembly, copy. Rename that to just top assembly. And now, so let's make this full assembly, then we can be all done with the actual top after this video, and we'll lock some things in. So as I can kind of see here, it's looking like the top face, or this face here, is going to be locked onto the face right inside the housing. So I'll get those connected. Which one should we use? What's fastener? I'm going to use me out of the way. Hovers over a part. Let's try that one. See, sometimes it doesn't always work. I want that face on that face. Does that do it? See, it gets a little weird. I'll see if solve is going to do it. No, I didn't like that. So I'm going to click on the X. It's okay. Let's try planar mate then. What happens here? Let's get this plane and this plane right here. I'm going to click on solve and then okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, click X. That's it. So I clicked on solve, and what it did, I did see it move just a little bit. You can go back and see if you see it too. But the axis of the ratchet, the central axis of the ratchet and the central axis of the housing weren't lined up. And when I clicked solve, it did put those back together. So now it's good, and it's not going to be an issue. They do move together now. And the last thing, of course, is to connect this face, this top face of the cone, with the inner face of the housing. So I'll do the same. I'll do the same planar mate. Click on that face and then orbit inward. Uh-oh, did I mess up? Nope. Of the housing. That face of the housing right there. Good. You can see the ratchet didn't move, so that's going to cause issues. Click on solve and it figured out. It connected up all these other constraints. Click OK. Oh, and exit. And this is the top. That's the full top. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We made a top. So that's that. Let's go back into top exploded assembly. Now this is all exploded. Give it some distance. Pretty straightforward. Let's right click on top exploded assembly and click on create drawing of top exploded assembly in ANSI A-inch. And here, all we need to do is put in, oh, not doing that one, we're doing this one. So we need an isometric view. There's isometric. Let it load. There it is. That's a little small. Let's put in 2:1 instead. That's a bit better. That looks nice. Good. And then the thing that we're not too sure about here is this table. We are going to have to put in this information as well. That's pretty simple. Let's do that first. Put in the note, just like that. Copy all of that. Control C, and over here, Control V to paste. Oh boy, let's fix this a bit. Drag that out. That's better. That's a lot better. I'll drag a little bit more. There. Good. So we have the information, we have the isometric view. We do also need this table. Now what we should see is BOM table. That should have all the information. Let's see. Top to bottom, we'll do bottom to top, I think. Let's click down and see what happens. Yeah, that should be it. Can I add a, see what I would like to do is add a title. This feels a little limited here. I don't know if everything's lined up as properly as it's supposed to be. See, we're so close. Before I get to that, and we can just say we fixed it. Let's make sure our title block's all good. We got your name, the date you're drawing this, even though that's not the date I'm drawing it. Maybe I can change it. That should be, it's fine. If we're being honest, it's fine. You can click check mark. As you can see, it's the 17th down here. This is the same as it's been the whole time. Battle, top, toy. Okay, and then the second line is going to be SkillsUSA 2013. And then the figure name, or it's DWG number, but we're keeping that as figure name. That's top assembly. Then okay. So everything there is fine. That's just what we need. And then so everything's ready except for this table. And the other option, oh, we do have to do callouts though. I'm going to click on callout. I might have figured out how we can do this. I don't know how to change the part number. Okay, I'm going to click on X, delete that. Let's go back to top exploded assembly. Or we'll click on each one of these, right click and change the properties. I don't see part number. Oh no, there's part number in there. Oh yeah, we don't want the whole part number. We want item. Just check this again. Item number. How do I change the item number? It's not very clear here. That's what happens when we end up with an auto-generated table. What if I just did regular table? Nope. Okay, well again, I'm gonna go into cone. Oh, nope. Back to top exploded assembly, right click on cone, then properties. That's the cone number, but we don't have which item number it is. Okay, I'm gonna pause my recording and have a quick look. Okay, so I had to pause and I had a look at what we need to do here. It was hiding, wasn't over here. Right on it's on the right. It's that picture right there. It says BOM. That should be a bill of materials, right? We click on that, yep, bill of materials. And here's the actual table here. Really don't need to see the part now. I'm gonna make this bigger. That's better. Now we can see a bit more. If we drag these around, you can see how I drag things around, and that's how you can reorder which an item number it is. So I did forget this. This is the ratchet. Forgot the rat. Yep, that's the top one, so I can type that in now. And the description is probably where I'm going to put the title. So it's okay if can I add a column? Maybe I want to do title instead of description. Yeah, let's try that. Can I remove a column? Because I don't want that one. I don't want description. Doesn't look like I can delete description. Exclude from BOM. Oh no, undo. I don't know, what have I done? Include in BOM, there we go. Don't do that. Don't do what I just did. I just want to get rid of description. But I don't know if it's gonna let me. Okay, we'll leave it. We might be able to delete it in the working drawing. But anyway, description. Well, I'm going to try to put it in title instead. I want that ratchet. I want that to be cone. I want that to be housing. Delete that. And once again, I need to make sure this is in the right order. What needs to come? What's number 1 should be housing. Number 2 should be cone. So just switch that there. So I'm just dragging those around. Cone, ratchet at the bottom. Ratchet's number 3. That should be good. So there we changed and updated the table itself. Let's go back into our top assembly drawing. Click refresh. I don't want that column. I just want to delete the whole column. Size. What a pain. I'm going to pause again and have a look. Okay, I had a quick look. Very easy. I didn't really try before. Right click on the description box, click on remove. That should be it. Can I do anything else now? Let's go back into our assembly. Do a refresh. There's the table. We are missing a column though, or a row, which is parts list. But I think maybe I can add a table. Can I just make a title row? Supposed to be like 0. Nope, doesn't like that. Okay, we'll leave it as is. But there, that's how you make a table. That's how you make a table. The text, straightforward. You use the text tool, the note tool, copy paste. Isometric insert, just as we had done for the other parts, changing your title block. And then here with the table, you have to just keep in mind, you have to click on this button that's on the right side. It's the top one, BOM table. And this is where you need to align the item numbers correctly. Copy in the part number. Quantity's already there. Instead of description, I added in title. And this is actually in the wrong order. So this is also a very quick fix. Right click, I want to move that to the left. I want to move the quantity column to the right, all the way to the right. I think I messed this up again. I want to move the part number to the left. It should be in this order. Item number, part number, title, quantity. Then we go into top assembly, refresh, and there it is. I'm going to expand that. There, so it's not all the way I want it to be. Well, I can make that centered. So I just dragged over everything, just like this. Just kind of made a box over all of them, and then click on center. That's about as close to exact as I can get, as long as I have all the information. So I have the item number in the correct order. I have the part numbers in the correct order. I have the titles and the quantities. And that's the best that we can really do here. But it looks good, okay? You get everything that we needed from this page. Oh, except for the call out numbers. But now that we have the item numbers in the correct order, we can click on, there we go, call out. And now title, nope, I don't want title. I'm gonna click on that and delete it. And this right here, the part property, I want to be not part number. Where's item? Item in there. Oh, there we go, item number. just want the item number in there. And this I don't really want. Exclude from the OM maybe? No. Oh, sorry. Here, very simply delete that. Go into call out number, delete that. We just need in the first one table, item number. Then click on the part anywhere and then put that down. Same here, put that down. Same here, put that down there. Good, I don't know why the numbers are outside. Maybe I can try to fix this. Oh yeah, easy, I put it in the wrong box. I was clicking in the wrong box. Okay, so I'm double clicking on here, I'm taking that out. This needs to be item number. So the middle box needs to be item number. There it is. There we go. This is pretty good. So make sure this is all saved. This is web-based, so it's all automatically saved. We need to click on print. And then you would go ahead and you would download this. There's the download button, and you would submit this page right here. So great work. This has been very tough. Of course, I mean, these are challenging parts, but we made the full assembly here. We have the spin pin, so it looks like we just have 1, 2, 3 more parts, and then the final assembly. But we know that the final assembly is not going to be too difficult. So we have maybe 4 or 5 more videos left in this series, and we're all done. So, and we have to deal with the spring as well. But yeah, good job. I'll see you next time for when we do the trigger. All right, see you soon.